the football.
Brandon, would you say they want
to defy the means? Now McManus on to kick this one off. The decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
The way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In order to try and supplement the run game, you don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Lamar, Brendan Langley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Anderson loses. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They come out here in the I. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Alone to the right is Jones. Now it's Taylor. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That's to his rookie tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Lynch. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Complete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Lynch here off the bootleg. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now Taylor on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So, and we will skip. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Play action. Now Taylor. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is taken at the 23. Oh, he slipped right by him. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Lynch on first down. Green with a catch left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now it's Lynch. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through, and that will swell the lead to 6. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. So a big return, nearly derailed by a fumble, but they will indeed 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. And the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Taylor will throw. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They go play action now. Lynch. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. And just shedding him off there. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Flex round! Flex round! Oh, let's go!
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. second down, Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 1,
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They start the drive with Anderson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo, it's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd down following the run. Now Lynch to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
10th carry now for Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
To throw is Lynch. And able to find Green. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Taylor now off the bootleg. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there was no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team. After having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ten yards still left on second down. Now Taylor throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Now Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills get a bit closer. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Minneapolis. And it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. A win would be their second on the young season. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. On first and 10, it's Taylor. And this is intercepted. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they're in win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season.